Okay, so hello guys. Hello, how are you? In this coronavirus-ridden world, we are here. I feel slightly hot and sweaty though. Do you feel like every symptom you've got is coronavirus?
I think everyone's just panicking, aren't they?
They are, aren't they? Panic buying loo paper because I think everyone thinks they're going to poo themselves constantly. This is the final trailer for Black Widow. Couple of things. Scarlett Johansson. What do we think of her since her foray into more serious roles like JoJo and Marriage Story?
I loved her in Jojo Rabbit, but
I
not
did.
Marriage
Didn't
Story.
like Marriage Story.
Yeah, it was less her. It was just more the film.
But I really didn't like her performance.
Okay, fair
I'm not
enough.
saying
Yeah.
it's her fault. It's probably the directors, but
Yeah, I think it probably was. But yeah, I agree. But
So
she was
funny, that Marriage Story, wasn't it? It
It's weird.
Just
Didn't kick it to the back of the net at all. I know, and so many people seem to think it did. I thought she was great in JoJo, but this also stars Florence Pugh
oh yeah, as her sister.
as her sister or friend, or sister. Is it her sister? Yeah. And
Are you guys excited about Florence Pugh?
I'm an
I'm in
enormous
love
Florence
with
Pugh.
her.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in a dodgy way, but I've been slightly obsessed with her career trajectory
Yeah.
since fighting with my
I
family.
don't know how I feel about her going into this kind of.
I know what you mean,
mainstream
though. I know what you
do
mean.
She's usually in quite.
Sort of sedate.
Yeah,
apart from Midsummer, which wasn't sedate at all. So she obviously was recently seen in Little Women. So, and then of course we have David Harbour in this
Yeah.
from Stranger Things playing Russia's answer to Captain America,
Yeah.
and he looks quite funny.
Yeah, and then there's Rachel Weisz.
And there's Rachel Weisz, who, after The Favourite, Nadji's got a bit of a girl crush on her.
I've always had a bit of a girl crush.
So we've got so many girl crushes in here. You with Florence Pugh, me with Scarlett, and you with Rachel. And Kiki upstairs just adores David Harbour. So.
Yeah. Well, we all do.
We all do. Yeah, we all do. And I love the fact that his helmet doesn't quite fit his head. So let's check it out. This is the final trailer for a film that might not be released when they say it's going to be released.
I tell people my sister moved out west.
That's Florence.
You're a science teacher. Your husband, he renovates houses. You're thinking about moving, but you're gonna wait until the interest rates go down.
That's not my story. Before I was an Avenger, I made mistakes. And a lot of enemies.
He's called Science Taskmaster.
Like his Mars.
He controls the Red Room. They're manipulated, fully conscious, but no choices.
I should have come back for you. How many others are there?
Enough.
We have to go back to where it all started. So they never do that to anyone again.
Hey.
We're family. We fight with you.
You won't win.
I've always found it best not to look into the past.
Okay, you got a plan, or shall I just stay duck and cover?
My plan was to drive us away.
Well, your plan sucks.
At some point, we all have to choose between what the world wants you to be and who you are. I made my choice. I'm done running. Here's what's gonna happen.
Natasha, don't slouch.
I'm not slouching.
You're going to get a back punch.
Listen to your mother.
Oh my god, this.
Up.
All right, enough. All of you.
I didn't say anything. That's not fair.
I don't know what it is about it, but I haven't liked any of the trailers. I feel like I know that it doesn't, that they're not similar in any way, but after Joker, I just feel like I'm disappointed with every superhero film.
It feels very surface. And it feels very... It's all
Also,
that...
we know she's dead now.
Well, we do know she's dead.
Because she died
So this
in
is a
the
prequel,
Endgame.
absolutely. What does that make you feel, Nadia?
Mum's still not seen Endgame.
No.
I have.
No, not Avengers Endgame.
Yeah,
Not the
you haven't
one.
seen Iron Man die?
No. Or Black Widow.
Or Black Widow?
Oh.
Do you notice how in pop culture now, even saying that, I had a little moment of fear as to whether we'd spoilt it for someone?
Yeah.
Did you? I just had a...
Anyone who hasn't
quiver.
seen it now, you're just...
Yeah, Iron Man's dead,
Don't
so is
care.
Black Widow.
Ruined for
Come on, Naz, you haven't said a word. That's unlike you.
Well, because I don't feel qualified to, because, you know, I'm
Well,
not
what do you mean?
Just
a
react to it.
aficionado, but what I would say is, but I've probably misunderstood it and I haven't got it right and I should see the comics and all of that, but wait for it. It's always a really bad sign if you get bored in a trailer.
No, I agree. I think...
And I was a bit, my mind wandered off because it's that.
Yeah, the music is one note. The music is one note.
The acting, the characterisation felt a bit, dare I say it, cartoony.
Yeah, but not in the
put
right
your
way.
head back. I did put my. It's a bit surface, shallow.
I thought it was a bit of a cynical manoeuvre as well, where they popped just a comedic moment at the end rather than like something like Guardians, comedy is threaded through. No, it wasn't
but
at
it
all.
wasn't. It was saying now is a comedy moment rather
Precisely.
than being organically, darkly funny or anything.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a good trailer for me, but I obviously, you know, the film might be fabulous.
Yeah, but just because you think it's not a good trailer doesn't mean that people who like Marvel films don't also think it's not a good trailer.
Yeah,
We
I
love
think it
Marvel
looks
films,
good.
so it's not about not understanding the comics. We understand all of this shit, and it was boring.
Do you remember when we saw
And
the
it's
Star is
just-
Born trailer and we hated it so much, and then it was our movie.
Yeah, I doubt
No,
there's
but this
anything
is
behind
different.
that.
I just feel like now superhero films are all just becoming far too samey. Like they
Well-
just need to do something really different now, like Joker. And I know it can't do something quite like that. And I know Marvel's completely different to DC, but it's just so boring.
I think you summed it up in our review. Check it out at the Birds of Prey film. I think these are all the films that are coming out that were way into production and post-production when Joker hit and took off and ignited the world. And I think we are seeing potentially the tail end of these slightly more conventional superhero
Yeah, but the same,
films.
Marvel won't change because Marvel isn't as dark as DC. DC can take it to that Joker level,
Right.
but Marvel doesn't have that kind of dark.
Yeah,
it's
true.
not as dark as DC.
How are you feeling about this creative chat about DC versus Marvel, Ned?
I'm absolutely fascinated. I'm plugged in and I'm ready to go, and it's making me want to study it further.
Is it? Is it
Track
making you
back,
go to college?
watch all the films, maybe get all the comics.
Oh, can we all do that together?
But do you know what I mean about knowing that she's dead now? It kind of just
Totally
why
agree.
didn't this film come out
I don't
before?
think that
Endgame?
matters. There's prequels. I'm not bothered about that at all.
No,
No, I
it bothers
agree.
me a bit 'cause it's
Anyway,
just kind of
it
like,
seems to me they always bring people back to life.
I did
not
one
them.
thing I did like about it, and I liked it a
no,
lot.
Mum, you haven't seen Iron
They
Man,
will
Captain
bring them-
America, and Black Widow are dead.
No, it's definitive. That's why
Hang on a
Endgame was
minute.
such
I
a...
did see. You're driving me crazy here. I did see it.
No, you saw
No,
the
you
one
saw
where they all
Infinity War.
To
disappeared.
dust.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but then
and then
in the
there's another
next
one.
film, they actually died.
But
But
Iron
can I
Man-
just say, the one thing
But
I
they
did...
came back. They all disappeared.
No.
Yes. Oh my
They
God,
all
Naz.
Listen.
Yes, they come
In
back.
Infinity War, yes, they came back because they didn't die. They were just erased from
Yeah.
the world. Whereas Iron Man, Black Widow, and
Excuse
Captain
me.
America.
In my world, being erased from the
Hang
world
on, you
means
haven't
dead.
listened to the second sentence.
Means dead.
Second sentence.
Go on.
Whereas Iron Man, Captain America, and Black Widow are dead.
Can I just
Finny.
say, erased from the world sounds pretty dead to me. And they
but-
came
No.
back.
Oh, I didn't have mine. It's
Okay,
pointless.
all right. But can I just say the one thing I did like was the
Hang on a minute,
mask.
it's not pointless.
No, it's pointless.
Erased.
3
from
times
the
I've tried to
world.
say this.
Hang on, because I'm having a conversation with her
pointless.
about erased from the world.
Anyway.
They always look.
For me,
these are
th-
just
for me,
comic
this-
books.
for me,
they
this-
bring them back to life like that. She's probably going to come back. They'll probably the next film. It'll probably be Black Widow revisited.
You are outside the canon. You don't
You
understand.
can't say anything if you're not in.
You don't understand.
In the first place.
Listen,
But anyway,
what you
anyway,
guys don't understand
no,
and watch
for
all
me,
these films.
for me,
Not
for me,
everybody that watches
for
these
me,
films have watched
for
all
me.
the other bloody films or had all the bloody comics.
Well, then they can't come and watch these
But
films.
that's
They have to have seen all of
ridiculous.
them.
That's
No,
a
it's not
prejudice.
ridiculous. That's like you can't just jump in and watch one Star Wars film if you haven't watched
Of course
all
you
of them.
bloody can.
No,
No,
you
you
can't.
can't.
It doesn't
Not
make
really.
sense.
Not
Because then you're
really.
not
Of course
involved
you
with the
can.
universe. You don't know the characters. You
You've
don't know
got
the
to have
storylines.
investment in the
It makes no
franchise.
sense. Anyway, for me personally, it ruins this film knowing that she is already dead.
Right.
And I
Even
would
though she could
prefer it
possibly
if
come
this
back to
film
life.
came out before.
She could come back to
Endgame.
life.
I really liked the mask of the villain, and I thought the design of his face was
I've already
really
forgotten
good.
it.
It had that sort of... I've forgotten it too.
Yeah, no,
It had that sort of
but at the
strange,
same time,
dark...
it's like I've seen it.
Seen it before. It's always a bit masky and it's always a bit...
And
busty.
Black Widow on her own doesn't work. Like, I get that she's a great character, female empowerment,
Yeah.
but
Female
if you
empowerment,
haven't got like the funny male characters in it and like you know, it's just not the same without Iron Man and the
I'm
banter.
finger crossing that David Harbour rescues it.
No,
I have to say, Florence Pugh was
Scratches
marginally
it.
better than Elizabeth Olsen's accent in the Avengers films. I'm never a fan
Yeah,
of
Elizabeth
British actors
Olsen
doing
changed.
Russian. It is never good.
Trouble is, a Russian accent sounds
Like someone doing a Russian
like a
accent.
mistake of a Russian accent. The
Precisely.
actual Russian accent does.
But
Precisely.
Elizabeth Olsen dropped that accent in Infinity War
Yeah,
because
she
she probably
did, because she was
realised
so
how
bad
bad
at
it was.
And I've seen a lot of shields being thrown around. I must admit, I'm not excited about that.
I just think when you know something's so CGI and they're falling and falling and falling and falling and falling and falling and falling out of buildings, I just get bored halfway down the fall.
I thought they were going to give us a bit of internal struggle, and it looked a bit like Mission Impossible.
That's what we say. I want to see more like internal struggle in superheroes.
We want more internal struggle.
Instead of,
All
like,
psychological shit.
big explosions.
I'm personally more excited about the prospect of the Batman.
We want deeper meaning.
Me too. Actually, Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, see, we're flipping over to DC,
Yeah,
guys.
we don't just.
We're flipping over to DC.
Not flipping. No.
Give us your Russian accent.
Yeah. I will not give you my Russian. My name is Ludmilla.
Ludmilla.
Ludmilla.